Oh, just real quick before I get ready for work, as I gotta walk out the door. I was just watching TNT's stream where she put up some of the court videos that I had from the courthouse there and narrated them to the way that she wanted them to sound. I also watched the chat and how they narrated things to the way that they wanted them to sound. There's a lot of things that TNT narrated the way she wanted it to sound. This is somebody that didn't even show up at court, but they're so, she was in Dayton at the time. She didn't show up to court, but these are people that really wanted to support Braden by not showing up to court. So, what I'm going to do when I get off of work is I'm going to respond to each and every little piece of that clip and show you where they got it wrong. I like where Rex's ass was up there talking about, that's a 14-year-old girl. That's a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, they were screaming and hollering at us. And when I was hollering, what, when my kids got around the corner, that's why we all ran up to the corner. They had people waiting there for them. I was walking with the lawyer, and I was screaming at the people that weren't even in the courtroom. I was going, what? And, Rex was saying, that's a 14-year-old girl. That's a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, she was hollering and screaming at all of us. I don't care how old she is. I had pictures of her left and right smoking blunts in her mom's house, and then the little 14-year-old girl comes up and flips us off. So what? I called him a fat bitch. That's what happens at a court trial. And I put that up for everybody to see. It wasn't nothing to hide. It was on my Facebook page. That's how TNT got it. But, there's no doubt that it was a crucial time for everyone involved. We all knew each other. And she said that Kelsey's twin sister came up and spit on Chase. No, she punched him in the back of the head. And when they took her to jail, after everybody calmed down, we refused to press charges. So the family, all that you see coming out of a courthouse where they got their justice, everybody, it's an uproar, right? But the family and us, we all get along now. We're past it. That was what, almost 5 years ago. We're past it. Okay. So I'm going to respond to each and every one of the misconceptions that dumbass put up there, and I've got some. I'm going to find that phone call where Trisha called and said, "I'm so sorry what you and your family are going through. I know Luke is innocent." And then Everett Scott put in their chat that when I went to go get Luke and turn him over to the police, that the police told me, we're going to take all your kids and we're going to do this and that. We're going to do this and that. Yeah, they did say that. Once I went up and said, Luke was holed up in my other son's apartment. And I knew he was there. The police had him surrounded. They couldn't get a warrant until about 7 a.m. So I went over there. And I said, look, I'm Luke's dad. I said, if you guys just give me a minute, I'll go up and get him. And that's when the cops started with, well, if you don't do it, we're going to take your kids. I'm like, dude, you can't take my kids. I'm not harboring nobody. I said, nobody's harboring anybody. You don't even have a fucking warrant for him. And I started to walk away. And that's when the cop turned around and he said, no, sir, we're good. Just, we just really want to end this peacefully. Yeah, they did say that. But they can't take somebody's kids because there was no warrant. Nobody was harboring a fugitive. He didn't have a warrant out for him. But at any rate, I'm going to speak on that when I get back. I'd like for TNT to come to my panel. How about you come to my panel, TNT, and we'll discuss this. But first of all, I'm going to have some clips that you can't deny either. Of course, it was a terrible time for everyone. But the fact of the matter is if I walk out this door and the Ferguson family's out there, we're good. We got past it. It was an emotional time for everybody. It was an emotional time. They lost their son, their grandson, their nephew, and I lost my son. Our family lost our son. So everybody's up in the uproar. None of these people that are talking about this stuff were at the trial. None of them. Even TNT, who claims to care so much about Braden that she wants to keep bringing him up to exact revenge on me. She was caught playing both sides on Facebook. She was caught telling me what they were doing, and I'm the one that did it. She was caught playing both sides in those groups, and she got booted out of those groups. So she tried to start it. She started another page that relentlessly attacked my family. It's called the St. John's of Dayton. And when I ignored her, she made fake profiles of me. I even got a clip of them talking to each other by accident. And then she put up fake pictures of me as if I was saying stuff about Braden. She admitted that these things were fake. Then she came back and said, well, I was just being sarcastic. Then she came back and said she never said they were fake at all. Marshall White Sharkey and the 400 people that were in that chat heard her say it. She just came out of the blue and said, yeah, Bryan, they were fake. I made it all up. Are we good? I made it all up, Bryan. Yes, I faked them. Are we good? I said, well, I'm glad that you said that. I said, I am too. She said, I am too. I've been holding that in for the longest time. There was no arguing on that panel. There was no sarcasm. There was no nothing. She's a liar. It's the same person who called Ben Ashworth's parents. They're friends now. But she called Ben Ashworth's parents and used my name to threaten them and make them think somebody was coming after them. And Wendy and Diane exposed that. And this is also the same person who called Hello Starlight up and said, oh, my God, my husband's on his way over to Ben's to kill him. I think you should call the police. She was trying to get Hello Starlight to have him swatted. So, and Rex, you can say whatever you want. You're a pussy. That's what you are. You're just a pussy, dude. You always say, what is it with these guys that want to hang out with these old ladies and on the drama? And guess where you're at? Guess where you're at? Nobody else wants you. Nobody else wants you. And look at some of the people that are on her panel. All right, because I got a video for you. Some of the people that are on her panel right now that she supports. But I'm going to clear all this up later on. You can definitely bet your ass on that. But if any, for whoever wrote the book on what to do when your son is in a murder trial, please come to my panel. And for whoever wrote the book on my 2-year-old son was killed, how do I handle it? Come on up to my panel. Rex is a coward. And see, Rex, this good old Bubba right here, Rex thinks that's me. Rex thinks that's me right there. He thinks that's me. That's not me. That's just somebody named good old Bubba that they put on there. That's not me. I'm not typing anything. My hands are clear. See, I'm clapping. I'm not doing anything. That's not me. But Rex and those RDA chumps, yeah, well, he thinks he's a bully. Rex and those RDA chumps, they will not panel up with real men. They won't. They have to go get their girlfriends with your Coke bottle glasses, Rex. But anyways, I'm going to clear this up. TNT, you're pushing it, bitch. You are. I about had enough of you, bitch.